He's leading what could become the biggest revolution in human history. His goal is to create an intelligence smarter than man himself. Nicknamed the King of AI by some, the Oppenheimer of modern times by others, he fascinates as much as he divides. Visionary, survivalist, strategist, manipulator. How is he becoming the man some consider the most influential of the 21st century? How far is he willing to go to change our future? And should we trust him with this technology? Let me tell you the story of Sam Altman. April 22nd, 1985. Chicago. Sam Altman is born into a wealthy family in the suburbs of St. Louis. His mother is a dermatologist. His father is a real estate agent. It's a stable home, but not an ordinary childhood. As the eldest of four, Sam quickly shows signs you can't ignore. At 8 years old, he's already passionate about technology. One Christmas morning, he gets his first Apple Macintosh. He turns it on, explores its features. But that's not enough. He takes it apart, screw by screw, studies every component, puts it back together, then does it again. Self-taught, he learns to code, not as a hobby, as an obsession. At home, he's not just smart, he's bossy, acting like a third parent, making strict rules for his siblings and enforcing them. Years later, at his father's funeral, Sam is 33. He decides exactly how many minutes each family member can speak. Even in grief, he needs to be in control. At school, he's described as both the smartest and most charismatic student in class. A rare combination, but St. Louis is too small for Sam. At 18, he heads west to Stanford University, right into the heart of Silicon Valley. In 2003, the sun shines over Stanford's modern buildings and perfect lawns. Students carry laptops discussing ideas that could change the world. Sam arrives with one mission: join the revolution. He studies computer science, meets other brilliant minds. Evan Spiegel, future co-founder of Snapchat. Kevin Systrom, future creator of Instagram. But something's off. The classes are interesting, but not enough. He spends the summer as an intern at Goldman Sachs. On paper, it's perfect. In reality, it's boring. His real passion is a side project with two friends, Looped, an app to see your friends' locations in real time. In 2005, just a year after starting at Stanford, Sam makes the big call. He drops out at 19. For Sam, the biggest risk is not taking one. It's 2005. Mobile phones are starting to have GPS chips. Sam wants to ride this wave. With two friends, he launches Looped. At the time, the idea is brand new, but Looped is still a small startup. Limited resources, a rough product, few users. Then Sam meets Paul Graham, co-founder of Combinator, a new startup incubator. Sam has a rare talent. He can spot people with power and knows how to win them over. Minutes after meeting him, Paul Graham thinks, this must be what Bill Gates looked like at 19. Paul accepts Looped into the very first Y Combinator batch, a legendary group. On that photo are Justin Kan and Emmett Shear, founders of Justin TV, which later becomes Twitch. Alexis Ohanian, Steve Huffman, and Aaron Swartz, founders of Reddit. Zach Stone, future product lead at Google. And of course, Sam Altman. But to make Looped succeed, Sam needs more than an incubator. He needs a big partner. He targets Boost Mobile, a telecom giant, a company with no reason to deal with a small, unknown startup. Sam doesn't care. He gets on a plane, flies across state lines, shows up at an executive's office. Without an appointment. It works. Boost starts negotiations. One Boost director recalls, he was thin, sat oddly, like a perched bird, wore cargo shorts, but when he spoke, we were hooked. Sam secures the deal. Looped gets more visibility, but it's still too early for the market. In 2011, after 6 years, Sam sells Looped for $43 million. He personally makes $5 million. In Silicon Valley terms, it's a small exit. Looped didn't change the world, but it changed Sam. He walks away with key lessons: boldness, persistence, the art of negotiation, and a powerful network. After Looped, Sam takes a break, travels, buys himself a McLaren F1, but boredom creeps in. He goes back to Paul Graham and says, I want to return to YC, but not as a founder. Paul agrees. Sam becomes a part-time partner at Y Combinator. It's a modest role, and some doubt him. Yes, he's smart. Yes, he has experience. But Looped wasn't a huge success. Sam proves himself quickly. He invests in Stripe, a move that will return over 100 times his money. Also in Airbnb, Reddit, Dropbox. In 2014, 3 years after joining YC, Paul Graham steps down. His chosen successor, Sam Altman. Y Combinator is already the world's biggest startup incubator, Airbnb. Stripe, Reddit, Dropbox. Under Sam, YC expands into hardware, nuclear tech, and biotech. But his attention shifts. He's becoming obsessed with artificial intelligence. Some colleagues complain. Paul Graham loses confidence. He asks Sam to step down quietly. Sam leaves YC without public drama. We rewind to 2015, the Rosewood Hotel in Menlo Park. A private dinner. Elon Musk, Sam Altman, Ilya Sutskever, AI researcher at Google, Greg Brockman, ex-Stripe. Elon worries about Google's AI dominance. He proposes a new idea, an open, transparent AI lab to benefit humanity. Elon pledges $1 billion and the name, OpenAI. The mission is clear. Develop artificial general intelligence, AGI, that can think, solve problems, and improve itself. Share discoveries so everyone benefits. Ilya becomes chief scientist. Greg handles operations. Elon brings the money. Sam becomes the architect and leader. In 2017, Google researchers publish Attention is All You Need, introducing Transformers. This technology changes how computers understand and generate text. OpenAI uses it to build the GPT models, but trouble brews. Elon wants OpenAI inside Tesla. The team refuses. Sam maneuvers skillfully, pushing Elon out and taking control. By 2019, OpenAI has GPT-1 and GPT-2. Impressive, but still experimental. The challenge: compute costs are huge, and as a non-profit, OpenAI can't raise enough money. Sam changes the structure, a capped profit arm under the non-profit. Critics object, but Sam calls it necessary. He secures a $1 billion deal with Microsoft. In 2022, after years of work, OpenAI launches ChatGPT based on GPT 3.5. 1 million users join in 5 days, a record. Bill Gates doubts it at first. Sam promises a demo that can pass a molecular biology test. ChatGPT scores 59 out of 60. Gates is stunned. ChatGPT becomes a phenomenon. It writes, codes, translates, teaches. But concerns grow. What if AI surpasses humans? Autumn 2023. OpenAI is valued at $86 billion. ChatGPT dominates. Time names Sam CEO of the year, but the board is uneasy. They control the company, and they think Sam is drifting from the mission. On November 17, 2023, 4 board members, including Helen Toner and Ilya Sutskever, fire him over Google Meet. The backlash is instant. 800 employees threaten to quit. Microsoft offers Sam a new division. For 5 days, Sam works behind the scenes. One by one, board members switch sides. Even Ilya changes his mind. On November 22, 2023, Sam returns as CEO. The board is reshuffled. Opponents are out, but the cracks remain. In 2024, OpenAI is valued at $157 billion. Revenue in 2023 hit $1.6 billion. In May 2024, GPT 4.0 Omni launches. It can listen, understand, and speak like a human in multiple languages. Microsoft integrates it into Bing and Office. Google faces real competition, but OpenAI is divided. Profit-driven teams versus those pushing for more safety. Ilya Sutskever leaves to start a rival. Elon Musk sues OpenAI, builds xAI, and gains political influence. Sam invests his own money in nuclear fusion, biotech, and AI chips. He admits he's a survivalist, stocked with gold, weapons, and land to escape to. Sam Altman stands at the peak, but his position is fragile. Should we trust him with a technology that could redefine humanity? Even he has doubts. At a Senate hearing, he warns about disinformation, cyber attacks, and foreign control, and asks, what happens when AI surpasses us? We are at the edge of a revolution, one that will bring others in its wake. If you like this kind of story, we publish new videos every week. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss the next one.